Incoming email.
What you want to know?
Craig's Corner. Hey, welcome to Craig's Corner. Today I want to run you through how to upgrade your presets from VoiceLive 3 to VoiceLive 3 Extreme. In the latest firmware update, the one that brings loop import and export to VoiceLive 3 and VoiceLive 3 Extreme, we've unified the firmware, which means that we can do the preset conversion in real time in the box. But there are a couple of steps that you're going to need to take in order to make it happen. So let's pop over to voice support here. I've got a VoiceLive 3 connected, and my process will be just ever so slightly different than yours because I'm using the firmware build before it goes on the servers. But I'm going to go over and I'm going to click on firmware, and you'd see the latest build up at the top here, and it would actually have a little icon next to it telling you that that's the new version. I'm just going to go and grab my firmware manually here, and I'm going to update my unit. So I'm going to go through the process now of updating the unit. It's going to take a couple of minutes. We'll make a little edit here to speed up the time. Okay, so we're back. The VoiceLive 3 is updated. After it finishes, when it reboots, it does an actual sort of a lengthy system updating process. So it adds a couple of minutes to your upgrade because it's doing so many things under the hood. But we're done here. We're going to go over to rescan, and we're going to look for the VoiceLive 3 to pop up. There it is. We're going to hit presets here and go to the little button, and then we're going to wait for all of these to load. So we're done with the preset selection. What I'm going to do is just, for the sake of sort of ease of this thing, I'm just going to assume that all of these presets from preset 1 right through to preset 254 are the ones that I would want to take from my VoiceLive 3 and put in my VoiceLive 3 Extreme. So I'm going to select the ones that I want to archive. In this case, that's all of them. I am going to ignore down here the preset 490, 491, all that kind of stuff. Just going to grab this big chunk. I'm going to go up to Archive, and I'm going to call it, I don't know, we'll call it VoiceLive 3 transfer. Good enough. Click OK, and it creates an archive, and down below here you can see that all of these presets are in your archive. Now, archives are a great way to make set lists and all sorts of other things, but that's kind of a different conversation. Let's just stick with the topic at hand here. These are all completed now. I don't have any changes to make, don't have anything to do. I'm literally going to unplug my VoiceLive 3, so I am going to turn it off, unplug it. Okay, so my VoiceLive 3 is now there. I'm going to grab my VoiceLive 3 Extreme and I'm going to update it. Now you'll see that within this preset thing, there is an archive down below. All of these presets that are going to come in via the VoiceLive 3 obviously still work, but this archive you'll be able to transfer directly into the VoiceLive 3. So the only extra process you guys will have is updating that VoiceLive 3 Extreme to the latest software as well. And once they're both running that same software, you can easily transfer back and forth. And if you have presets that you want on a VoiceLive 3 Extreme, you could do it vice versa. You could go right over to the VoiceLive 3. So essentially you could just build on one device. This also works, of course, for sharing as well. So anybody who's got a VoiceLive 3 and wants to share with Extreme users or vice versa, that's also possible, which is really cool. So we're just going to let all this stuff fill in here. We're just going to go through this last little half of it. It'll take about 5 seconds here to finish the update. Okay, so we're all done. Now you've got your, see, I've got my VoiceLive 3 transfer down here, and I've got my working data. Now my working data being what's on the unit. All I have to do literally is go down, I'm going to select New Harmony, the first one, and I'm going to shift click to the last one there, and then scroll back up so they're all selected. I'm going to literally take these up here, go up to the first one here, and go copy. There we go. Now we see this all turn red. I would say apply changes. It starts going through all of these presets, and lo and behold, I am putting the VoiceLive 3 presets onto my VoiceLive 3 Extreme. Now, of course, in this case, a lot of these presets are the same because they've been come from the same base firmware. There are a few exceptions, obviously, in there, like the Amazing Grace preset and things like that. But this is the way that you can get your VoiceLive 3 presets right onto your VoiceLive 3 Extreme. So let's recap a little bit here. Plug in your VoiceLive 3 to voice support. Update it to the latest firmware, 2.0.01 or later, if you're seeing this months from now. Create an archive of all of the presets that you would like to move from your VoiceLive 3 to your VoiceLive 3 Extreme. Disconnect your VoiceLive 3, plug in your VoiceLive 3 Extreme, update it to the latest firmware so that the firmware versions match between the two devices. you should see once you've completed the update that the archive you've created on your VoiceLive 3 will be sitting there when you have your VoiceLive 3 Extreme connected. And then literally it's drag them, drop them, press apply changes, and you're all set. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight into how to make that process happen. Take it easy.